Hello and welcome to this guided visual meditation. The intention behind this meditation is to reconnect you with the power and magic you hold within as your own storyteller alchemist. The power that you have to change your story and choose your own adventure. So just start by getting comfortable. Find a spot where you won't be disturbed, whether that be sitting up or laying down. Try not to have any arms or legs crossed because this affects our energy flow as we go through this visual meditation. And when you're ready, when you've found a comfortable position, just gently closing your eyes down and take a long, deep breath in and pause at the top and then sigh it out slowly. Just allowing your body to soften and relax as you exhale. Good. And another long, slow, deep breath in, feeling your chest expand and your belly rise as you draw that breath all the way in and down through your body. And then sigh it out slowly, feeling that release of your abdomen. And one more long, slow, deep breath in. Noting this time how the oxygen you inhale, that life force, travels right through your body. And this time as you release it and let go, sighing it out slowly, just notice how your whole body softens and gently sighs and lets go. And just sinks into the support of the space all around you. Just allow that letting go. Allow yourself to immerse into this moment, so far into this moment that nothing else matters. Just let yourself go. Let yourself go with this moment. And become aware now of how you really like the way you feel supported in this space. Become aware of how your physical body is really supported here. Knowing that when you let go and allow yourself to be supported, you are completely safe, completely protected. There is an abundance of support all around you all the time. Connect with that now, in this moment. Feel that now, in this moment. Like you never have before. You can feel it in every part of your body. You feel loved, supported by this beautiful, pure source energy that surrounds us all in infinite, limitless abundance. And now allow yourself to connect with your breath. Every time you inhale, feel your chest and belly rise and expand with the air that you take in, naturally, gently, easily, effortlessly, from all around you. And every time you inhale and feel that expansion of your lungs and your chest, just allow yourself to become more aware of the abundant life force that surrounds you at all times. Acknowledge that you don't even have to think about it. You just breathe in, and the air is right there, all around and in you, filling you with that life force, with that pure energy. And just letting go completely now, and allowing me to support you as we go on this journey together. We've got some important things to do, you and I. We're here to reawaken the magic and power of your inner storyteller alchemist. Just imagine you're standing in a beautiful forest. This is your forest, there's nobody else here. It's just perfect, peaceful and quiet. You can hear the soft rustle of the leaves in the canopy of treetops above you. And you can see the early morning sun streaming in through the top of those trees. The warm golden rays, it's beautiful. It feels so good here. And as you stand and look around in this most magical place, you see before you a short path that leads to a giant oak tree. This is by far the biggest oak tree you've ever seen. It's majestical, with a huge trunk and limbs stretching as far as you can see up into the sky. And you know that this is no ordinary oak tree. No. This is a magical tree. This is the sacred tree of all life. You take a step toward the tree and another. And as you get closer, you see a door start to appear in the trunk of the tree. It's a beautiful carved door. As you look upon it, note any images, letters, or symbols that stand out to you in its ornate, beautiful carvings. You realize these are no accidental decorations. You get a sense that even the carvings you see here have a story to share with you, a story to tell. After looking at the door for a moment, you feel called to venture through it. There's no doubt or uncertainty about what's on the other side. Rather, you feel a sense of excited anticipation, like something wonderful awaits you on the other side of this magical door, carved into this majestic tree of all life. A sacred journey for you and you alone. You put your hand on the door and you feel overcome with a wave of pure love and acceptance. You feel that there's no judgment here. Anything you think you may have done wrong, said wrong, any worries you have about not being good enough, any failures, any mistakes you believe that you've made, there's simply no room for those things here. Only pure love, pure acceptance of everything about you, exactly as you are. Right here, right now. Not when you've fixed a few things about yourself, no. Absolute acceptance of you right here, right now. And the profound relief of that acceptance, that complete, unerring acceptance fills you, and your whole body just sighs with the relief of that pure love and acceptance. And you know now with absolute certainty that everything beyond this door is just for you. You are about to embark on an extraordinary adventure, guided to beautiful growth and transformation. You give the door a gentle push, and of course it opens easily and effortlessly. No resistance at all. Further confirming that you are meant to be here in this very moment, walking through this very door into all the magic that awaits you beyond. You step through the door, kind of expecting it to be dark. It is the inside of a tree trunk after all, but the cave-like space here is well lit. It seems that the magical sun in this place penetrates the thick trunk of this giant oak, because you're surrounded by the warmth and the golden light of that sun inside this beautiful tree. As you marvel at this magical golden light, you see a stairway in front of you, leading down into the earth this tree has called home for thousands of years. You walk toward the top of the stairs and put your hand on the railing. And there's no fear within you, just a feeling of excited anticipation at where these magical stairs will lead, deep into the heart of Mother Earth, into the warm, comforting embrace of her energy, her life force. Keeping your hand on the railing now, you put one foot on the first step and you start to go down. one step at a time, you start to go down these stairs, this stairwell, deeper and deeper. And with each step down that you take, you get a sense that you've stepped right out of your everyday life, right out of your everyday existence, leaving all of your responsibilities, your cares, your concerns behind you. With each step you take, going down deeper and deeper now, you become more aware of this moment, more aware of your presence in this magical place. And there's something else happening too, yes. You can feel that beautiful sunlight penetrating through the top of your head now and working its golden, warm energy all the way through your body, all the way down through the top of your head, down through your cheekbones and your jaw, making its way into your throat and moving any blockages there, moving its way all down your body, through your chest and your lungs, warming all of you up with this beautiful golden light, this beautiful radiant energy. And you feel overcome by a sense of peace and joy as that overwhelming acceptance and love grows stronger. With each step you take, going down deeper and deeper now, you become more aware of this moment, more aware of your presence in this magical place. And you can feel now that pure love radiating from your soul, that golden warmth and energy, that acceptance of all that you are right here and right now, radiating from the center of your being. And you find such extraordinary comfort in that. As you continue to walk down these steps, journeying deeper and deeper into the warm, loving embrace of that Mother Earth energy, feeling a stronger and stronger sense of safety, of love, of acceptance. And you realize now that you're getting closer to the bottom of these stairs as you journey deeper into the life force of this beautiful oak tree and the Mother Earth from whence this giant oak was birthed, as a tiny acorn growing tall into the sacred tree of all life. And now with each step you take, as you go deeper, you can hear a faint sound, what seems to be the soft gurgling of a stream. Your excitement builds as you become taller and more expanded in order to contain that warm, loving, accepting energy and embrace that this place is amplifying inside of you, turning it up, all the joy, the gratitude, all swelling like waves of beautiful emotion in you. And you cannot wait to see what magic this amazing place has in store. But you don't have to wait long, because before you know it, there you are at the final step. And as you put your foot on the ground beneath you, you find yourself standing in front of an open archway. And through this archway, you can feel again that incredible sunlight once more pouring into the space all around you. And beyond that archway, you get a glimpse of the most beautiful place you have ever seen. This is the sacred Storyteller Grove, the place where all stories are born. The story of life, of creation, it all starts here in this place of infinite knowledge where the wisdom of all the universe is stored. You don't know how you know what this place is. You just know. And you know too that here in this space, you can find the answers to your own story. The story that you have been writing of your experience in this vast, expansive universe since the very first moment of your creation. So many moons ago now. You close your eyes for a moment and you bask in that knowing, the knowing that you have found your way home to your place of infinite creation, to where your once upon a time all started. How extraordinary is this? Not everyone gets to venture back to where it all began for them, that sacred storyteller grove from which they were born. But here you are. Wow. You open your eyes again in this beautiful place and you notice a gently flowing stream not far from where you stand. And sitting on the soft, lush grass beside that stream is a little girl. She motions for you to come and join her on the grassy bank where she's busy gathering little pebbles from the stream to play with. You walk over and sit next to her and start to collect pebbles with her, and your eyes meet and you realize that this is the young you, and she realizes that you are who you are. She climbs into your lap and gives you the most beautiful smile. You'd forgotten how amazing she is, this dear little girl, so full of life and joy and creativity and that incredible imagination. Wow, could she dream up some extraordinary stories for her future? You bet she could. She had a knack for writing herself into the most amazing fairy tales you could ever dream of, with the most wonderful happily ever afters, full of love and adventure and laughter. You give her a big hug and she whispers in your ear, I want to remind you of who you are, who you were born to be at this time and in this place, because I think you've forgotten a bit. I think you got caught up in other people's stories of who we are, but they're not true. You know the truth deep down. I know the truth. That's why I brought you here, to where it all started for us, so I could remind you of our truth, because our truth is so special. Our true story is magical, it's extraordinary, and it is uniquely ours. And you know what? The world needs our story now more than ever. This little girl, this young you, starts to tell you a story. The story of who you were born to be. The story of who you are. The story of your truth. A story that starts to awaken your inner storyteller alchemist. Take some time now to let this little girl share her knowledge with you. And while you're here, remind her of how much she is loved and appreciated for keeping this knowledge and for being the extraordinary soul she is. Because there are things that she needs to hear from you, and there are things that you need to hear from her. Tell her what she needs to know. You are loved. You belong. You deserve the most beautiful story to live and play in, and I am going to create that for you. And listen as she tells you what you need to hear as well, about finding your way back to that story you both desire and dream of and deserve. As you finish your conversation, she takes you by the hand and pulls you to your feet. And she tells you, it's time to rediscover and reconnect with your true inner power, with our magic, with our creativity. She points up ahead and tells you that just beyond the bend in the stream that you can see in front of you is a lake. And she explains that this is the infinite lake of the sacred Storyteller Grove. And she tells you, don't be afraid. You're safe here. You're guided and supported on this journey by all that is sacred. And it's time now. Time to step into the warm water of this stream and allow it to guide you gently, safely, effortlessly to the edge of that lake, where there is something you need to see and do. The little girl gives you a hug and disappears into you. And that's okay, because she's always been a part of you. She's always been with you, and she always will be. And you can't deny that that water looks very inviting. So you step gently into the shallow stream. And you're surprised by its warmth, because it's sun-warmed by that same unusual sun. You start to slowly walk through the warm, inviting water as it flows all around your feet. And you can feel the smooth, almost flat pebbles under your feet. And you notice that as you walk now, the water around your feet is starting to become cloudy. And you realize what's going on. This beautiful warm water is drawing out of you any old, stale energy that you've been carrying. All the dross and the debris from past stories that you've somehow managed to end up in and accumulate throughout your life. Stories that were not the ones that were dreamt of by that little girl, no. Stories that you were written into by other people and their ideas of who you were. Stories you were written into by other people's thoughts, behaviors, and actions. Stories that caused you pain, grief, regret, anger. All those toxic emotions built up within you from years of being stuck in other people's stories. You feel it now, easily and effortlessly, all being gently drawn out from the soles of your feet by this beautiful stream and carried far away by the flowing water. And you just allow this beautiful, magical water to take away all that debris you've been carrying. And you can feel all this negative energy being pulled from the soles of your feet. All this toxicity, bits of toxic relations, toxic people, toxic conversations, any physical toxins all being drawn out of you effortlessly now and carried away by this stream. And as you notice the water starting to become less cloudy and less cloudy, you start to feel lighter. Almost like gravity's lost a third of its pull. You walk so easily and effortlessly through this water, almost like you're a part of it, just in fluid motion. And then just as that little girl promised, you round the bend in the stream, and there it is, opening up before you, a beautiful, calm, still lake. You step out of the stream and stand on the grassy banks of this lake, looking down into the still reflection of its calm waters, its surface reflecting back at you just as clear as gazing into a mirror. And as you stand there, staring into your reflection, you notice now that the woman looking back at you starts to change. Here in this sacred Storyteller Grove, on the edge of this lake, you can see, witness your inner storyteller alchemist awakening in all of her extraordinary and infinite potential and possibility, in all of her beautiful magical power. She is reawakening your imagination. your desires, your dreams. And you can feel that little girl within you now, excited and joyful to be reconnecting with those dreams and desires you've forever held, the ones that you were born with, connecting to the story that you were uniquely meant to tell, the story that you uniquely have the power to start writing yourself into now. Embodying your own magical storyteller alchemist and allowing your own beautiful being to shine in her creative might, her creative force. You stare into her eyes, this amazing woman reflected back at you. And as you start to really notice some of the details of who she is, her true beauty, the reflection before you suddenly shifts and she steps right out of the water, materializing before you in the flesh, right before your eyes. She steps out of the water and she walks towards you. She takes your hands and she tells you that she is here to remind you of your inner truth, your wisdom, your beauty and knowing. She is here to remind you of your power and your purpose. And as she steps toward you and takes your hand, she says, I have a message for you. Take a moment now to listen to her message, to receive this message from your inner storyteller, your true self. Ask her anything. She is an open book, and she can guide you to find your way back to the story you were always meant to write. Listen to her once upon a time. Just allow that conversation now. And as she finishes giving you the message that you needed to hear, she steps back from you a little and says, don't you dare put me on a pedestal. You know that I am the truth of who you are. Everything within you resonates with that, resonates with the message that I have given you here today. You have all the power inside of you to change your story, to rewrite your life exactly as you want it. And she gives you a hug and disappears into you. And that's okay, because she's always been within you. She is the truth of who you are. She is the empowered storyteller you were born as. You are always meant to be. And it is your time now. This is your time to create your story, the one you choose to consciously write, just because you can. Because you have that power now. You have always held that power within you. You just needed to reconnect with it, which is what we've done here today. Take this connection with you. All of it, this journey, this experience, the messages, all of it will come with you as I count to 3 now, and you gently bring your awareness back to the space around you. 1, just taking a deep breath in and just gently allowing yourself to reconnect with the support of the space all around you, with the physical space that you occupy right here and right now. Just slowly, slowly bringing your awareness to that space. And 2, take another deep breath and just feel that oxygen move all through your body. You can feel the spaciousness within you, light and clear. And 3, take your time to open your eyes and stretch and bring your awareness back to the room, back to the space around you. Gently, slowly. And when you're ready, and when you feel fully integrated back into this present moment, just take some time now to journal and reflect on your journey.